windy this morning. 2 weeks to memorabilia. Last time I massively enjoyed sculpting both Snoke and Harrison. This year, I think we need something bigger. Don't you?
Hi, John here from Clay Polygon, showing you how I make the costumes and props from the shows you love. If you're new, please consider subscribing. First things first, I have to say a massive thank you to everybody who has watched and subscribed to my channel. Honestly, I never thought I would get even this far. Slightly off topic, I have finished sawing all the pieces now for the kitchen sink. Look out for that video coming soon. Back to this video, I really want to show off a large scale sculpt to the Comic Con crowd. The UK Garrison once again have very kindly given me table space, so I feel it's my duty to try and draw in the crowds. With something like Harrison, it's great when people are already close to the table, but I want to do something that the people on the other side of the convention will look at, ask what that is, and come on over. Now, the few times I've had a table at a convention, I've had Snoke, I've had the heart of Davy Jones, Harrison Ford, obviously, pictures of coral reef leg sculptures, brilliant things. But my resounding memory of these events is people come to my desk, ignore everything else, and just go, at the pictures of Groot. Groot! It's the only thing anybody wants to see. So, I'll give them what they want. Especially with Endgame coming out so soon. There's no way I could get Groot's torso and head to a convention. It's just not going to happen unless I hire a van. But I can get his legs there. Here's what I've been doing. I hope you saw my recent cosplay stilts video. I put them on, then I got my wife, I hit the microphone then. Then I got my wife to scan me in. Here you go. Here's the photographs that we took. Unfortunately, I didn't have access to a decent camera this time, so I had to use my phone. But it did seem perfectly good enough for this exercise. Back to my favourite program, Reality Capture, and here is the resulting scan. Get the mesh into ZBrush and Maya as always. Using the scan, I then created a base shape that I could physically make and use to sculpt over. If you can imagine what form you will need, the stilts themselves can be solid. All the foot, the high heel position, all that bit can also be solid, kind of as it blends into the leg. You only need a kind of rough outer form of what you'll wear underneath, if we get that far. I always envisioned Groot kind of done like this. You have the stilts, the legs blending up into the torso, which is held up by braces. And then the head, the neck, and the shoulders and the chest, that sits down, lowers and sits down over the top. If you watched my How to Make a Mannequin video from last year, I'm going about this in a relatively similar way. But instead of using blue foam, don't use blue foam, I'm using these foam insulation sheets from B&Q. It's comparable in price, it's maybe a bit cheaper. A 120 by 45 sheet, 50mm thick, 1200mm by 450mm sheet is about $5.50. Same as before, slice the model up into layers, 50mm thick. Print off the various shapes, like this. Loads of shapes. Making sure, obviously, you've numbered, labelled. This is right foot, that's the front, and those are my two holes for lining up with the other pieces. Cut them out of the insulation foam. I used a jigsaw. It was very quick. It only took a few hours, but it did kind of make a mess. I've been gluing them together with Yoo-hoo. You can buy 2 tubes for £2 at Poundland. Perfect. You can see here how I'm lining them up. I marked 2 dots on each layer based off my 3D model. Using skewers and a set square, I poked the skewers into the foam as vertically as I could, lining them up with the layer underneath. And once they're firmly glued, I poked a few other skewers in it, just, reinforcement. Very quick process. It only took a few hours. It really came together very quickly. And I think that's where I'll leave this video. Next video, I'll smooth off the shapes and get a layer of fiberglass on it. The clock is ticking. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.